Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for qualifying for the Freedom 250. Right now, we've just finished up with a 30-minute practice session. All the drivers lined up on pit road, ready to go out for 4 hot laps of racing here at Indy to set their time, to set the field for the first running of the Freedom 250. Agent?
Howdy. Personally, I'm very excited for this. I think qualifying is one of the most exciting parts of the weekend. It's kind of a precursor for what we're going to see for Indy and the Indy 500, the Bubble 325.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how these drivers handle a qualifying setup.
Definitely a precursor, but nowhere near on the level of the IndyCar series, the main series for the 500. Those cars, the quali trim setups are something else. I think everyone should tune in for that qualifying session come due time. Those cars are crazy. You could lose it every corner on your lap. So to complete 4 laps in those, definitely going to be difficult. Some people practiced almost 150 laps already in those setups, so definitely going to be interesting to see. And today we're joined with Prime in the booth as well.
Hey.
Hello, Prime.
Who do
you think? Who do you think has been fast? Who do you think is going to sit on the pole here?
I feel like my boy Ryder here is going to get pole.
Ryder? Okay, that's a silly decision. We are also joined in the booth with Lowman. Hello, Lowman. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for the invite. I'm excited about it. I like having a good booth with Dave, Agent, and you, Dim. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Right now, we're just waiting on the officials to send the first car out.
Yeah, I know you touched on it briefly. I did want to add into go over the format here. So the drivers go out under yellow flag, and that is their out lap and warm up lap. Their out lap will not show up on the ticker. So they'll cross the finish line on the out lap, and nothing will show up in the ticker. Mm-hmm. Then under yellow flag conditions, they will accelerate up to qualifying pace on their warm up lap. And then when they cross the line, it'll show up. It'll say lap 2 out of 5 up in the top left of your screen where the ticker is. That is not one of the laps that counts. After that, it will be green flag conditions. They will run 4 laps at maximum pace, and then the average of those 4 laps is their qualifying time. And then obviously from there, fastest qualifier will sit on pole position for the Freedom 250.
Correct. Definitely just a little different from IndyCar qualifying, what we've seen in the past. But we have a good field of drivers here. Confident in the racing product today. The start of Indy Lights again. The last kind of season they had. Very good racing all around. Everyone seemed to love that series. Thumbs up everywhere. And to bring it back, it's definitely going to be nice. A little support series to IndyCar, and maybe bring up some drivers into the IndyCar field.
Well, while we've got a little bit of downtime, I think we should continue with some picks. We heard primes. Dim, I'm interested to see who you think is going to get pole.
Yeah. So going through the field here, definitely some guys I have a lot of confidence in. I think Useless. Kyle restarts here in the 2 car. He's fast. He's shown speed. If he could put together a good race and a good qualifying session, I think he could definitely sit on pole. Nico, fast on the road courses, but I don't know, didn't show a lot of speed here in practice. Fard, also a pretty good pick, and I'd say Cut, or Black Mamba in the 10 car. He was really quick, so we'll see. It's gonna be close. There was a 3-way tie for 3rd place in practice, so with qualifying being based off a 4-lap average. Definitely going to have to be consistent here. Prime, we already got your choice. And Agent, who's your pick for pole?
I see. I'm going to go with the fastest car in practice, a 20 car, the Aero Machine.
Yeah.
Oscar. He's going to go out 4th here. I think he has the pace. I know practices were toe laps, we're working on dirty air, working on race setups more, but I think Oscar's got the pace. We'll have to see here in qualifying. I think Oscar's going to get pole.
Okay.
I think the next closest would probably be Useless. I think that's a good preceded. I think that's a pretty good challenge for that, but I think Oscar's going to get it done.
Yeah, those are some good picks. Okay. Now we've heard from race officials. Yellow flag is out. This is the start of qualifying. Robloxian. Okay. Just check with officials.
You can go straight out onto the track.
Take pit exit. Okay.
Yep. We just had to double check there with the officials, but they did let us know you can go straight out onto the track on the pit exit. You do not have to take the access road. That just allows them to get up speed a little bit quicker there. That's correct. On their cooldown lap, they do have to take the full access road until we entry in the pits. But here we go. This is our first warm-up lap. We're going to have to see Robloxian getting up to speed here. And then the next 4 after this are going to be the ones that count. We're going to keep a close eye on their lap times.
If anyone watching any confusion, first lap up to speed. Once he hits the line, this lap, well, technically his first lap now. This is up to speed, or his warm-up lap. Now when he hits the line, it's going to be green. 4 laps. Try to stay consistent. Sit up top the pole there. All right, Robloxian down the front straightaway, showing pretty good speed. Across the line for his first lap, now down into 1. Oh, he had to lift hard in turn 2, missed the apex. Good recovery though, staying out of the wall. Into 3, a very important corner around this racetrack. He nails it. Right up against that curb down there in turn 4. Good speed onto the front stretch.
See what that first lap is going to be here. And it is a 42.013 is the first lap. So we are in green flag, second lap here.
Just scraping the wall a bit out of turn 1. Got high out of the groove. No damage. No big time slowdown. Oh, in the grass a little. Slides up into the wall hard. Huge slowdown for Robloxian. Not good in this style of qualifying where you have 4 flying laps. No need to really push it super hard to stay consistent. Unlike a 1-lap or 2-lap quali shootout.
That second lap, you saw a big drop off, almost a second off the pace, 42.950. Yeah. That's exactly what you don't want to happen when you have a 4-lap average qualifying format.
That's going to kill. If no one else makes a mistake like that, that's going to put him way behind. He dropped down to about 170 there after scraping the wall. But putting together some pretty good corners here this lap. Coming down the front straightaway, going to take his white here.
Much stronger third lap there, a 41.983. That is our first official lap that has dropped below 42. I think we're going to see a lot more of that later on.
A good 1 and 2 now down on the back straightaway. Going to carry big speed into turn 3. No mistakes here. A beautiful turn 3 right up against that wall and exit. Now turn 4. One more corner right down on the curbing. Down the front straightaway up against that wall. Let's see what his time's going to be this lap. All right. Now he will slow down. Go down to the bottom of the bottom of the track on the backstretch, then take the access road in 3 and 4 to get back to pit road.
That was another good lap of 41.846. We are currently getting that average set together. That puts him at an average of a 42.198.
Once he gets to pit entry there, the next should be heading out. All right. Second car of Ryder, the number 5 Prime machine. Gonna be heading out now on his up to speed lap.
While he gets up to speed, what's the meta coming out of the corner for these cars? Are you trying to keep it narrow, or are you actually trying to use all the track and not scrub any speed?
Well, especially in these Indy Light cars, they're a bit different from the Indy cars. I've tested them a little bit. Just like the Indy cars, you want a good high arc into the corner, really wrapping your tires right under that white line mid-corner. And coming off the corner, you want to coast up a little bit, open up your steering, head towards that wall. These cars aren't super fast, so you aren't losing a ton of speed on exit. As we see here, Ryder's going to go from 210 to 208. So you only lose about 2 miles an hour, but just like that, what Ryder did was pretty much textbook there. Right up against wall and exit, you don't lose too much speed. You don't really need to be concerned of that. Maybe a little tap to keep the speed up, but that's pretty much it. These Indy Lights, they aren't too fast, so not too much. What's it called?
Yeah.
Diversity in the lines here.
It's pretty similar to real life, where you've got a arc and you want to use the maximum track, because when you're turning, you are scrubbing speed off of your car.
Yes.
So you want to use the full exit. You want to straighten that car up as much as possible, but also swerving on the straightaways will also subspeed, as Ryder smacks the wall there on the exit at 1. He's high here in 2. He has to lift. That's rough for his first lap.
Yeah, but what you said, it definitely lose some speed, but I'm like thinking 230 at those points.
Yeah, precisely.
You only have about 2 to 4 miles an hour speed.
You sometimes might see a small kind of small snake on the straightaway. They kind of come down off the wall a little bit on the straight.
Yeah.
They don't want to scrub that speed. They don't want to turn too much, but it does kind of elongate the straight a little bit. You can get a little bit more momentum into turn 1 and turn 3, which carries you all the way until the exit of either turn 2 or turn 4, and it could be worth just about half a tenth. But on an oval with open wheel cars, a half a tenth could be the difference between pole and 5th.
Yep. As Ryder heads down the back straightaway here, just this in the comparison to the IndyCar qualifying trim here, it's incredible. He's going about, gets really close to wall there in 3, but he's going about 212, 214 if he has a good corner at the end of the back straightaway. In those IndyCar qualifying trims, we've seen cars go up to 243 entering turn 3 and turn 1. So, obviously right now, Bubble the Wonder Boy, top of the charts in qualifying trim, with a, I think it's a sub 37 lap or 37.2, but that's just incredible. And the IndyCar qualifying trim is it's something to see. You can't really describe it, but if you came and watched, oh my God,
you're not gonna want to miss it.
Incredible.
These cars are extremely planted compared to how those Indy cars are in qualifying trim. They're using all the track here to keep momentum, but those Indy cars, you've got to be you're on ice. If you turn in too sharp or you're too narrow, you will spin out in the corner.
Yeah, these cars, there's something to worry about here. Arc the corner and you should be good. It's not too hard to hit the wall or stay off of it.
He does tap there.
As Ryder taps the wall there. But the Indy cars, man, oh my goodness, you will spin out if you don't tap to your entering, taps to your exiting. The slip angle for those cars is so narrow. as he hits the wall again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Can't get away from that wall, it seems.
There's been some mistakes, but overall it's been a very consistent performance.
Yeah.
Every single one of his laps have been within a tenth. 41.950, 41.863, and a 41.933. He crosses to finish his run with a 41.996. Falls out of that 10th window, but everything is below 42 seconds, which puts his average at a 41.935. And that is extremely fast and pretty comfortably ahead of Robloxian, a couple tenths ahead there.
Yeah, that's right. What I said, no big wall tap to slow you down a lot. You should have a really good time there. A couple scrapes of the wall, but nothing crazy like the last driver. As we see him going on the access road here, the next car should be heading out.
Yeah, that should be Cut, I believe, will be the next car to go. One thing to mention here is I think they've added a little bit of downforce. We just mentioned how planted these cars are. That in turn means that during the race, there's going to be more drag off of these cars, which is great for your straightaway speed, following a car in the slipstream. But that is just that much less turning ability you have in the corners. It's that much harder to follow. So you've really got to set someone up, and if you make a mistake, it's classic Indy. You lose momentum, you could get trained. So it's going to be a game of momentum in the race with this. These bigger rear wings, more downforce, more drag, harder to follow in the corners.
Yeah, especially in these Indy Light cars. They're such a small window of speeds here, and the runs aren't huge. They cap out at a certain speed, so with that dirty air, it's going to be hard to follow. As we see him hit the grass, keeps it off the wall. But as I was saying, with that dirty air, it's going to be hard to follow. Not huge runs. If you make a mistake, field's gonna eat you up. You're gonna fall through the pack. Textbook corner there in turn 3, coming to his green lap.
It's looking pretty planted. He was in the grass there. That is not what you want. A big lift.
Another warning.
Yeah, a warning there for on the grass, and it lost him momentum. So he's coming to the green with a little bit less momentum. Green flag is out. But it's not ideal for Cut.
Not at all. He's already picked up 2 warnings, especially with this. Oh,
that's a big wall hit.
With the new IndyCar seasons, a lot of new rules, and definitely strict on the warnings and the crashing, just the racing in general. Lots of rules to look out for, and especially with the new season here, no more resets in IndyCar. Usually you'd have 1 reset, so you have 2 vehicles in the race, and now it is 1 reset. So if you crash, or no resets, excuse me. So if you crash, you're done. You're not for the day. So definitely going to see a mix of strategy, I'd say. Maybe staying out of trouble if you started in the back, and definitely if you're starting up front, get away from that pack as quick as you can. Stay out of trouble. As we see Cut in this 10 Whelen, red and white Whelen car. Pretty good lap he's on right now.
You know what I think is it kind of hurting too. At least it's 2. In 1 and in 3, it feels like the safer barrier as it emerges from the straight. It's kind of your cue in the turn-in. But with 2, it's not really the greatest cue. And if they turn in late, which it seems like Cut did on the first lap, and maybe is even doing so here, you don't get down to the apron, and sometimes you risk getting that wall tap in the exit. So the turn-in for 2 seems to be a little bit earlier than when that safer barrier emerges in 1 and 3. And I think that's what's killing some of these laps.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to point out there. Especially in the IndyCar qualifying, in the qualifying trim when we were doing our practice, I noticed in 1 and 3 you definitely want to go in with the safer barrier transition, but in 2 and 4.
Whoa, sorry guys, we just had a huge lap. A 41.750 is the fastest we've seen so far.
That's definitely shows what a good lap to do for you. But in 2 and 4, what I found with the Indy cars, entering kind of late, so not at the start, not going in with it, But like right as the transition ends, you want to turn in. You're carrying a little less speed. So, but in these cars, yeah, you make a good point there.
You know what? This is beautiful lap as you're saying this as well. It feels like, as you saw right there, see how close he gets down to the grass whenever he has an earlier turn-in point before. I feel like this is also going to be a great lap. In the 0.7s, that's going to be where you need to be.
He went even faster on his last lap. It's a 41.729, and that he was tracking for pole already, and that for sure got him pole. Let's see where we at.
That was definitely a good pick for qualifying there.
Yeah, that's almost another 10th improved on Ryder. A 41.848 average for cut. That is provisional pole. I know we've only had 3 cars go, but it's going to be hard to beat that. That was extremely impressive.
Yeah, the 0.7s have got to be the marker right now. I mean, those laps were looking beautiful.
That is definitely the consistent marker as yeah, that's what I was going to say. No, you could go. Don't stop. A little confusion from that 20 car there, leaving pit road while the red flag was out, and then stopping when the yellow came out. Don't really know what that was about. Maybe some jitters here. A little nervous for this qualifying run. 20 car. It's Aero McLaren type scheme from Oscar. Yeah, there might be some technical technical difficulties if we're breaking the fourth wall here because we are in Roblox, but there's no scheme on that car for the broadcast. Can't really say mechanical difficulties because I can see it just fine. It's on the car. Yeah, the rat blew off the car. You got to bring on the track. Oh my god.
It's a very strategic pick for pole I made here as he's coming off of turn 4 to start his qualifying lap. It is pretty much guaranteed at this point.
Showing good speed at the line. Max speed.
That warm-up lap was in a 0.7s, 0.746. This is
a little bit little wide turn 1, not bad though. He gets really low in turn 2. That's kind of where I'm thinking you got to be. You got to have the left sides underneath that wet line in the short.
And you know the warnings are for hitting the grass right there. That turn 2 spot right there. That grass doesn't show up until about halfway through the corner. So if you can actually get an early apex, still make the exit, and then have your tires where the grass would normally be, and then come back up. Another beautiful turn 4 on the curb, not on the grass. Great rotation. Let's see this lap. This lap is going to be big.
If he keeps this up, this is definitely going to be a pole run here.
7.67. That is huge.
Yep. Hit 214 going into 1 again. That's good. A nice early turn in here.
Perfect turn.
Just dipped into the grass a little bit.
Dipped into the grass a little bit. A little drop in speed, but hasn't tapped the wall yet, unlike all the other runners we've seen.
In the margin of error here, is it better you dip in the grass and get scrubbed off from that, or the wall tap? Would you want to be earlier or late if you could choose between the two?
It's definitely better, like a little scrub in the grass, because if you get down there a lot, it's going to kill, but a tiny scrub in the grass is definitely way better than hitting the wall.
Yep. And that has matched our record lap so far in the session. Another one, 41.729. He is tracking. His average right now is a 0.7. If he can keep this pace up, he could be our first average and a 41.7.
Yeah, this is looking clean. Just hit 214 going into 3 again. Good line.
Perfect.
A little bit of a dip, but I don't think it's going to hurt him that much. I think this is another 0.7, honestly.
White flag lap now.
Oh, the fastest lap we've seen so far, a 41.717.
You could probably get into the 41.6s here if you had a perfect lap.
Yeah, I believe that's right, yeah.
Only being about 0.2 off of that now.
We'll see. But this is so consistent, and he's improved every single lap. He has gotten faster every lap.
This is definitely cool.
He's got to hold it for one more corner.
Nice. Not as low as he can get, but I mean, it was good speed.
Pretty much have it locked up at this point.
Only going to be a couple hundredths coming down. It is an 8. It is a 41.817. We didn't get the full 0.7s, but it is still an incredible lap, and that average is going to be a 41.758.
Wow.
If you can get down to that curb, don't touch the grass, but if you can get down to that gray area in the curb in 4 and just stick it there and straight line it all the way to the checker, that's where the time is. Honestly, these couple hundreds that are the difference between a 0.7 and a 0.8, it's got to be how low you get in turn 4.
Yeah, definitely, but especially in turn 4, though, you want to be careful with that curb, because on exit, the curb ends right before about a car length away from where the pavement starts for the apron there, get onto pit road, and it's a pretty hefty bump. It's a good lip there, so if you're down on that curb, I've even flipped on it in practice. If you're down on that curb and you don't get up when that grass starts, very little time to get up, you're gonna hit that bump. So
right,
definitely something to watch out for in the race. But we see who's on their lap right now.
Gonna be Fard on his outlap. So outlap and then a warm-up lap, and then we'll get to see. I want to see if someone can get 4 laps in the 0.7s. I think that last lap by Oscar has left the door open. Some other driver, if they can be just as consistent and have a better last lap, they could snatch this away from him.
Most definitely. Pretty good 1 and 2 there from this 12 car of Fard. Looks like it's a Freedom 250 car sponsored by the race sponsor.
He's coming around to start his first timed lap. This warm-up lap doesn't count. Ooh, that is not good coming to it. I was gonna say, although this first lap doesn't count, we still time it, and it's a good indicator of where we might be. I was in a 42.
Yeah.
See if Fard can improve that for his qualifying runs.
But this kills the first timed lap. I mean, you got to be at 2:14 going into turn 1, and I think he was just around 2:10. So the run out of turn 4, even on the warm-up lap, even though it's not counting for that particular lap, I mean, that's setting up your first good lap.
Really good turn 3 though. He's clawing it back here. He doesn't set up all the way in turn 4. I think honestly, it's fine. I thought he was going to be wide, but it was kind of perfect. If you can still hit the apex and keep it off the wall in the exit and keep speed, I don't guess you need to set up all the way wide in the short shoots, because that's unnecessary distance.
Right.
We had a 41.817 as that first lap. Pretty close, pretty competitive.
Nice. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, there, Agent. I just loved the turn 2 there. I think that was a perfect turn 2 line that we've seen. 3, a little bit wide. 4 is looking pretty good. That's about where you want to be. Maybe you could get a little bit lower, but you don't want to risk it too much just in the second time lap here. But this is good lap, I think.
Yep. Second lap, very close. Only about a 100th and a half.
Oh, he's so wide. He's got a lift and he's in the wall. Turn 1 being wide there, lift in and in the wall. This lap is going to be a rough one.
Okay.
Two consistent laps and then a mistake on the third lap, and he's kind of tracking pretty close to cut for provisional P2 right now. But after this one, I think he's going to be closer to where Ryder was, provisional P3.
Good turn 4 though. Good turn 4. So salvaging this third lap for the average. It's not bad.
Did drop into the 0.9s right there, but kept it below 42. That's consistent enough to stay in it.
And it seemed like turn 2 there, it wasn't bad, but a little bit too late of an apex. And I don't think he maximized really all the speed you can get in the corner and the exit with how late he hits the apex there. But still clean.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but I feel like that turn 4 exit's a little bit easier to maintain than turn 2. As a 7.83, big jump on the last lap, that might just give him P2 here. It was close between Cut. Let's see what that does for him. Oh, the average for Fard was a 41.849. As a reminder, Cut's average was a 41.848. 1,000th of a second. We told you it was tight. That is for P2 provisionally. Cut just ahead of Fard. Slots into P3 right now.
And what's our benchmark again, real quick, for P1 average?
It's a 41.758, almost a full tenth faster. So,
and that's incredible.
Super fast lap from Oscar. Great qualifying run. But remember that last lap, he dropped off a tenth. Exactly 1/10 from lap 3 to lap 4. If someone can sit in the 0.7s again for lap 4, it could drop. Oscar's lap could drop.
So we got Toxic up next.
Go!
Oh, that's correct. Yeah.
Bro, I thought we were looking at Toxic the whole time.
Yeah, same.
Race car crossing the start-finish line. We're looking at
okay, I can see why you're confused.
Seem to be having some comprehension difficulties up here in the booth, but we are sorting through them. As Nico on the warm-up lap looks pretty controlled here. Good signs for his time lapse coming up here in a couple seconds.
I feel like maybe you can get down in 3 a little bit earlier than he was there, though it doesn't count, of course, on this lap. Turn 4 exit's going to count more than that, but just something to look for as he comes to the green.
It's a good warm-up, and then 0.7s. He wants to see 4 more laps just like that warm-up lap, and pole could be his.
This is looking good. Not quite as low as you can get, but good minimum speed. 207, 208 coming out of 2 is not bad at all. This is good. Got really low there.
It was very close, but I think I heard the official give him a warning on that one in turn 3. So he does have a warning on this qualifying run, but let's see what the first lap is as he comes to cross the line. Is a 41.767. And that's exactly the time that Oscar set on his first lap. So he is tracking right now with a chance at pole.
He did hit a bump there. The exit of 1 scrubbed a little speed. I think he salvaged a lot in 2.
That bump down there too, it's the start of the curb after the pavement section where the grass would usually be. You want to be careful for that.
Well, that was gorgeous in 3. Is he a little late on the turn in there? But he still gets down. Honestly, I don't hate the late turn in because you can straighten out the car earlier off of 4 and get a big head of steam down the front straightaway into turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Exact same lap time, 41.767. That means he drops behind Oscar just a little bit in the average. But remember, he can claw it back in that last lap.
See how low he gets here. I mean, I feel like that's about perfect.
Right where you want the car to be in turn 2.
And that's
not as low as he has been right there. The last 2 laps he was very low, and this time he's way early and he touched the grass.
He's going in the wall.
And it pushes him on the wall. Oh, that is his quality.
Down to about 190. Yeah, that's his shot at.
Yeah, and that's the thing about a mistake in 4. You're not just jeopardizing that current lap. It's the run into the next lap. And so this final one is not even going to be that competitive either, because you hit the wall, you're going 190.
He's going to kill both of his laps here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to throw it all away, but you're also on track with a chance for pole. I mean, you got to risk it.
Mm-hmm. Another pretty good turn 3. Into 4, he nails it that time.
Yeah, I mean, he just turned in so early that time. He's been doing this late apex that I quite like. I just turned in way too early on that lap, hit the grass and bounced off. He recovers to a 0.8. That mistake lap was a 42.129. Let's see what his average is going to be. That's going to put him at, let's see here, a 41.883, which should slot him into about, I believe. Let me double check that really quick.
Half decent lap.
It does. Nico slots in a 4th spot with that lap. So we've got 4 cars left to qualify. Our order is Toxic, reseeded, Heg, and Nikki.
I think it's crazy.
As we see the 41 stake car of Toxic onto the front stretch.
Reminds me of that delicious steak Lil Man's been eating. Keep that protein up, getting in the gym. Hello, man. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's been going. It's been going. Today was an okay day. Honestly, it could have been a little bit better, but leg day after going out the night before, I don't think it was the greatest idea. Too intense.
Yeah.
Right here. How much do you guys feel out in this warm-up lap? I mean, I feel like it changes a lot as he does hit the wall in 3. Maybe he can bring up some speed here. How much are you learning with that warm-up lap?
Well, as you can see, quite a lot. I was just about to comment on his turn 3. He turned in too early. He tap steered to not hit the grass, but that still put him offline. Even though he avoided the grass, he was still just had a bad angle and hit the wall. He managed to get back up to speed, but it was almost disaster coming to the green.
The warm-up lap kind of just gets me in the groove again. After practice, you're sitting on pit road, you go out on the warm-up lap, and you're like, okay, here's my marks. I know what I'm doing. I'm ready to go. So,
right.
Nothing too special with it.
A beautiful 1 and 2, slightly wide in 3. I don't think he's going to the wall, though. He's got space. See how he lines up 4 here. He's going to get a warning from that. His scrub speed and hits the wall.
Oh, that's rough for his qualifying run.
As the stream can hear me, I put up a image of Little Man on the stream. So you can go look at the stream. You should see Little Man. Yep, go look at YouTube. Yep, there you go.
Locked and loaded, ready to go.
Let me do it. I'm gonna find this.
It's completely frozen, but I don't care.
What a guy.
Guns locked and loaded.
Ooh, and that's warning number 2 from Toxic there in turn 4. He had about half a tire over the grass, but that's enough for a warning. So he didn't lose any time though.
Man,
Across the line at 41.879.
They got to turn in later for turn 4 every lap, it seems, or every run we see someone dipping down there.
I think comparing that turn into turn 2, you've got to get down early. You got to use the pavement, but turn 4, you want to turn in late, extremely late on the turn in. straighten out the car for the straightaway. You still managed to hit the bottom, even though you turn in like right there at the safer barrier. Kind of the opposite of what you're saying for turn 2.
There you go. That was a good turn 4 from Toxic coming to his white flag lap.
So you're coming to take the white flag is in the air at 41.817. That's a pretty solid lap there. Toxic is covering this so far. He is tracking right now. He's pretty close to Nico, fighting for 4th right here.
Down the back straightaway after a good 1 and 2. Heading into 4 with really good speed. Or 3 with really good speed, excuse me.
That's good.
Right up against the wall. One more corner.
It's too low.
And down to the grass again. He's going to be in the wall. Oh, he just misses it.
And hit the wall, but that was warning 3.
I'm surprised you guys did such a good job with the cropping in that meme. I gotta have the original photo for that.
Well, I've got to double check with race control and the rules about the warnings and how many you get and what it does to the lap time. If that's a clean run, he had an incredible final lap to get to a .717, matched the fastest lap we've seen so far. That would jump him up into 2nd. But I want to double check there with race control because he did get 3 warnings. All right, so we just heard back from race control there. That is an invalidated run. 3 warnings, and I think especially that last warning being on the fastest lap. His run has been invalidated, so will be credited with a last place starting position, which will bring Cut back up into P2. Toxic will start at the rear of the field.
That's going to kill. Being in all that dirty air, it's going to be hard to work your way through the field there. Now this 2 Izod IndyCar of Useless coming off pit road here. What a beautiful scheme.
Rico for the warm-up lap before reseated. This will give us a good clue as to where he lands in pace. Me and Dim both thought he was going to be a contender for pole. Right now, Oscar sits alone at the top, almost a 10th ahead of the next fastest run. We'll see if reseated, one of our final 3 qualifiers, can do anything about that.
When he's wide here, he's gonna have to lift. Now he does manage to stay off the wall, so that's good, but he did have to lift and was wide in 3.
Very close to the wall, though. He's gonna keep his speed. No big issue there. Maybe a little time loss, but besides that, he's fine.
I feel like the difference between getting the late apex in some of these turns and having a shorter distance is favoring the shorter distance, because I'm watching some of these exit speeds around 207, 208. As long as they're not hitting the wall or having to lift, it doesn't seem like the late apex is giving you a ton of exit speed advantage over a narrow turn-in. And if you can minimize the distance with a narrow turn-in, I think that's where the lap time is. I think that's where a 0.6 may be possible.
Once again, what goes into a 0.6 too, it's not just that lap, it's the lap before. You got to have good speed at the line.
Right.
And just really consistency all around. As he's a little high out of the groove.
All right, finishes that second
another
lap
clean
at
lap,
41.863. It is clean, not the fastest, but we could see him fighting around for the top 5 spots here.
Good 1 and 2 there. Nice and clean. A little high in turn 2, but nothing to be worried about as he is barreling down the back straightaway into turn 3. Just barely getting to that max speed mark of 214. A little high in turn 3 once again. Arcs it down to turn 4. Very nice. Coming to his white flag lap down the front straightaway.
That lap he improved again to an 8.850. Still is going to need a huge lap if he wants to fight with Cutfard and Nico for that top 2 starting spot. And take a low 0.7 to get him there.
Way in the grass, into the wall hard. Big time loss there. That is going to be killer.
Going to be 42.
With 2 more corners left, all he had to do was make no mistake, but harder than... Prime jinxed me. He jinxed me. Harder than it seems. Oh, he's spinning out.
Oh, he spun.
You
Wow.
have to lock it down here.
Remember, there's no resets here. You do not want to wreck your car here right before the race.
Yeah, that's a good thing to bring up. We haven't really even concerned ourselves with that, but what's the damage model like here on the cars? I mean, how sensitive are they going to be to something like that happening?
Very sensitive. Same with the Indy cars. Wheels, suspension, front wing, rear wing, all that stuff that could come off. But, as he misses the tree there, but damage here could be obtained very easily. There's no pods covering the rear wheels like there is in the IndyCar series, so definitely want to look out for that on restarts or when cars get real close together. As we see the 33 Hubba Bubba car of Heg going on the track for his first lap here. One more qualifier left after this.
That is Agent. Anyone of the,
Sorry about that noise. I think we had a little bit of technical difficulties going on.
anyone of the stream.
Going on the broadcast. We're trying to work on it, but got to sort it out there as we're getting back here, getting ready for the warm-up lap from Meg.
Anyone in the stream, if you hear a absolute bong, that is Agent slapping his mic with his tongue. His tongue is very strong, and it just... I mean, the power behind that mouth.
Heg in the grass there. Oh my goodness. These guys cannot learn to stay out of the grass. No penalties on this warm-up lap. Barely touching it as well. Coming to his green here. Is that supposed to be his green? Does he have one extra lap? I think he should.
This is supposed to be green flag lap number 1.
It should be. Shouldn't it be 2 out of? Shouldn't it be 2 out of 5?
It is green flag conditions. There's some more technical difficulties here on the track. They have gotten this sorted out.
Am I overthinking this? Shouldn't it be 2 out of 5?
But we are green flag. This is
have 1 lap complete. He has not completed 2, so change his lap to 1.
This is his first lap. This is correct. We are good to go.
Or just change the lap. That's fine.
We are good. We are good. And what a first lap of 41.717 on merit. Matches the fastest lap we've seen so far. And that immediately puts him as a contender for pole.
This next lap will not be as white, even though the ticker will say that. He has 2 more laps. What? Are we sure?
Grass.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like he jawned it in turn 3 there. He's gonna have to recover here.
What the general is this lap?
Looks like turn 1. Ooh, he has sauced into turn 2. Can he get low? He's on the gray. Perfect right there. Speed up, minimize the distance.
I'm not gonna mute my mic.
That lap was as slow as Jimmy Johnson. We're gonna see if he can improve here on this next one. Going to the checkered flag here for Haig.
Yep.
Going to register a 41.725, 2 extremely fast laps. But there were a couple slow ones in there as well. So let's see where this lands him. It's going to put him at a 41.818. That will slot him in a P2 right behind Oscar.
Our last qualifier that I will recognize here, F1 racing fan of Nikki, 29 Monster Energy car.
All right, Nikki awaiting the yellow flag to be able to start his qualifying run, waiting to jiggle it. Does not have to take the pit exit, but he chooses to do so anyway. He's going to just Sigma all over the other people in the field as he sets pole on the access road.
I don't know why he's using this.
Use the access road and get pole position and say, get mogged, see you later. El Bozo. From Nikki.
Man, I wish I could record my mic. Anybody in the stream, maybe give us some suggestion why NVIDIA Game Capture won't recognize my freaking mic.
Here we go, going for the warm-up lap here. That was just the warm-up lap, very very wide there in turn 2. I think he should try taking the access road next time.
I'm about to drink some Mountain Dew.
Alright, here we go. Good exit off of turn number 4 as he's coming to start his first timed lap. This is Nikki. That warm-up lap is a 0.8. It's looking pretty solid for Nikki. Let's see if he can improve it. As it's warning number 1 in turn number 1 on lap number 1. Not ideal to start it, and he's wide in turn 2. This is not a good start to his quali run. Minimizing distance. That's a gorgeous turn number 4. Not quite a warning. We heard race controller in our ear go, very close. So it did not quite happen. They were ready to give him the warning.
Was it that close now?
41.846 for Nikki. That's his first lap.
I think it was.
They were ready on the trigger going, It's kind of like Wii Sports when you barely missed the hole.
Oh, I get it. I wanna play Wii Sports now.
Man, I wish I could jiggle my mic to work in NVIDIA. That'd be freaking great.
Ooh. As another good turn 4, it looks like Nikki finagling it through the straightaway.
Now that's a word.
It is a 0.767. That's quite a good lap there for a second timed lap. All And right now he's tracking for P2. If he can keep up pace in the 0.7s, he could be there. 2 more low 0.7s, possibly a chance for pole, but it's going to take 2 huge laps.
John, this. Real close to that grass.
I think Race Control loves it when they touch the grass, as it is a 0.763. That's good. It'll probably get him close to P2, but that's not enough for pole. Right now, he's averaging a 0.792. He is going to need a 0.6 in order to steal pole, but another 0.7 could hold him in P2. Great quad run here so far for Nicky. Has had a second warning. He's got 2 more corners, a little bit wider than 3, but that is okay. Not using the full entry. It's a little bit late, a little bit wide. That's going to cost him a few precious hundredths. That could be the difference between P2 and P3. Let's see what it is. Coming across the line, Nicky, for his final lap, will set a 41.817. That's going to be pretty close. That ends him with an average of a 41.798. Only the second driver to average in the 0.7s. He will start P2.
That'll conclude qualifying here at Indy. As once we get the order set up, all the cars refueled and lined up on pit road, we'll be green in the Freedom 250 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
I'm excited about that, man.
Same. The restart, the initial start of this race is going to be intense, man. It'll be crazy. Wouldn't be surprised if we had a caution right away.
We're going to have a 5-minute intermission here as we hear from Race Control. The drivers are going to get some refuel for the start of the race. We have our starting lineup, and just going to have a short intermission before we get ready for the race.
Yeah, I'm just going to uninstall NVIDIA. Just want to double check the mic here as I changed some settings. Am I still good for you guys?
You still got you on a 4x4, 5x5 here, 10 out of 10. It sounded amazing. As it looks like Race Control has entered the booth. That is what Race Control has to say about this race. Wait, no, Ryder's not out of the race. Well, man, you'd love to hear that. I had Daniel Holes connect over at the music studio today, got some recording done. Oh, has to restart.
get use out of that studio you've been putting together. It's starting to be really cool.
I was supposed to have like 3 people over today, but Tony and Jake bailed, so they were probably kissing each other.
Probably.
Right. And Dan were writing melodies. Especially my kind of music. Like I just can't think of melodies, bro. I can think of chords all day. I could slap some chords on there, bro. I'd be sitting at Joan Shakes playing 2 random chords, and somebody walks in, I'm like, oh, I have to figure out how to make this real song when somebody walks in. I literally did that last night. I was just like playing 2 chords on my right hand and scrolling the phone on the left hand, and then it goes ding, doorbell, and I'm like, yeah, playing a song. How does Carter 76K feel about this? You think yes about this?
Who's breathing? Oh, is the race starting?
Yeah, where's Dim Tuyos? Where Dim Tuyos? Hey, cut is back in 2 minutes. Bro, Dominic left that fast? Oh. Or dimmed wheels. I know, Carter. I just looked. Yep, after Haig gets cut. Cut says he'll be here in like a minute. Eco. Rider. Reseated. Where is reseated at? You're not racing? Vaya, bueno. Where dimmed wheels? Where dimmed wheels? Where dimmed wheels?
Whatever's going on has to be a problem with NVIDIA, is what I'm figuring out, because there's no reason that I should be able to do this.
We have to intro again, bro. What's it? We're doing another intro. I'll just say welcome back. Oh. Oh, I guess we're here. Hey, guys.
You gotta stop sniffing like that if you're gonna be in this. Yeah, I'm not gonna commentate if I hear that.
It's gonna be funny when both commentators leave. So you have the yellow flags. We're gonna start pacing here, getting ready for the Freedom 250. And to welcome you all back here to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, getting ready for the race. It was a pretty exciting qualifying session there. Oscar got pole position. is the fastest by almost half a tenth. That's quite a big gap. And we are getting ready for the race here.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, let me find something to turn on some lights around here because it's starting to get dark.
Well, I want to know, little man, in a hurry, who you think's gonna win the race?
Let me look at the running order again. Let's see here. I mean, Is it Oscar that's on pole? Was the name? I was thinking that the consistency in pace to get you on pole was going to be the difference maker because I'm not too acclimated with how the dirty air works here. But if it works the way that I think it does, the clean air is key.
Yeah.
It's the winner.
Yeah. Yes. As we're about to see the one to go to the green here. There's a double file start, and I'm getting pretty hyped up for this Indy Lights race. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be exciting.
This time has been gold.
This is gonna be amazing. I'm excited about this.
There's gonna be a lot of shuffling on this start. Double file. This is gonna be your best chance to get some positions and try to get some cleaner air. Behind two cars, you're pretty much just in full dirty air. But if you can get up a couple spots, it can be easier to maneuver through the field. I expect some big fanning out on the start. You see Cut has joined the back of the pack there. It's going to slot into where he qualified P4. All right, here we go. Everyone's starting to close up under pacing. We should see them go double file through and out of turn 4. Here we go, starting to go double file off of turn number 4. We've got 5 rows of cars. This is what we've been waiting for, the precursor to the greatest spectacle of racing. Down the front straightaway in formation, green flag flies. It's a great start for Oscar. There's some shuffling in the back, but up front, Oscar out ahead. Craziness in the back. It's a good start for Fard. Lap 1 has been started. We've got 100 more to do.
That's a lot of laps, man. That's a lot of laps. You got to be careful here.
Three wide in the back there for a minute, but they all get through it. Oh, Toxic in the wall. Was that front wing damage on Toxic already? Yes, front wing damage. There's a wing on the track. What's going to be the call from race control? Toxic going slowly back there. Up front, it is still Oscar as yellow flag is out. No race back. Yellow flag out for that debris. We saw Toxic hit the wall off of turn number 2, and we didn't complete the first lap. Yellow flag flies because of that debris.
So we don't even get through one lap before a caution here. What are your guys' thoughts? What's the level of aggression here when you just start?
I mean, I don't know. They seem to be kind of well behaved. I saw 3 wide in the short shoot. They got it sorted out, but just maybe they weren't ready for that dirty air. They just lost it back in the very back of the pack, stuck on the outside. I saw he was wide, but the car in front of him was wide. I think it might have been his teammate, Nico. I believe it was. Let me see here. I said teammate, but there. I saw 2 green cars. I think Nico was the car ahead that was wide, and Toxic just couldn't control it and hit the wall and got front wing damage. I think overall aggressiveness, I mean, it's the first 2 corners, it's... Alright, as we are now single file, they will bunch up. It will be green this time. Caution on the first lap. They will not open pits if the caution is on the restart lap. Is a race control called a green flag. The leader does not have choice when to go. There is a range on which the green flag can be thrown, though. It could be from the exit of the curb here. We see in turn 3, you see that curb right there. As soon as that ends, race control could throw the green all the way up until the pit entry. So we've got to keep a sharp eye. When will race control throw the green flag? Everybody is ready. Single file. Waiting patiently. When will the green flag be thrown? There it is. Green flag flies. Everyone gets away pretty well. Pretty well maintained. There's going to be a big slipstream for Nikki in the P2 spot and the cars behind. Oscar already trying to weave a little bit. You can't go below that line right there, I don't believe. Lots of weaving. Oscar holding on. There's a little bit of side-by-side action behind. Fard on the inside. Egg runs wide. There's a huge pack behind. Everyone keeps it well maintained off of turn number 1. That was very well done by everyone. Ryder taps the grass. He gets a warning for it, but this time we are clean off of turn number 2.
Does F1 Racing fan go by any of their name?
Nikki. Saw Fard hit the wall there. Heg was able to take advantage. Fard might be in the wall again. Oh, now Heg is the wall.
Oh, it's a huge flip. And they got to go to the pit lane to avoid him. Wow.
It was Ryder flying down the pit lane at speed with no wheels. I think 2 cars are out of the race.
Wow. So it's really going to come down to a race control decision about whether or not these guys are still in the race. But what a huge collision. Are we at all able to get replays of this?
Not sure if we can.
So we do have word that they are going to be able to continue in the race. Very fortunate for them, but I think it was a string of bad luck, unfortunate circumstances that caused the incident.
Are closed right here. Looks like word is it was a bad wall pop, but I mean part of racing here is not hitting the wall, managing the dirty air.
I'm very fortunate.
I think for him it should have been at least a reset. And looking at I was able to look at what Ryder got damage from. He actually avoided it, but was too far down, bailed out of it, tried to start slowing down to get into the pit lane, and hit some kind of weird kind of bump. He like phased through those 2 orange cones on the pit entry and just like lost all his tires. So understandable there. Now get the call for green this time. Pits will not be opened once again. It's still Oscar who leads the field.
Tons of action in these first couple laps. I mean, this race could be extremely long if you get this many cautions. You'd think they'd be a little bit more conservative at the start, but they're just going after it.
Now, race control is talking to the drivers, trying to get them to settle down in the race here. They just want to get going. This is a very long race.
Now, is there anything to know about pit strategy and anything like that?
I'm not super sure. They do have fuel, so there might be some fuel saving. I'm not sure what the stint is. If it's anything close to real life Indy, it'd be about 30 to 35 laps, somewhere in that range. Presumably, you could do it on a 2-stop. So it is possible that you could get away with like a 2-stop. We've had a couple cautions early, but no one's had the opportunity to pit. As we get green flag called, Oscar caught sleeping. Nicky going to the outside. It looks like there's going to be a pass for the lead here.
Yeah, there's really not any space to back out either because you've got a whole army coming from behind.
Nicky lifted.
They're going to go too wide.
Roxy lift. Nico lifted. That's going to give Heg the inside. Hard on the inside of Nicky, side by side, through 1, through 2. Can they hold on? Oh, Nicky is tons of dirty air.
Nicky in the wall.
He holds
Ford
it
well below.
There.
Ford, I feel like, gets a warning off of, not to officiate here, but I mean, just looking at a blatant cut there, and 2, I think Ford gets a warning. We'll keep in mind what race control says, but
Oscar wide right here. Trying to build up a run, but he's not following Oscar's draft. They're single filed out now. Is there any potential moves further back in the pack? Not this time through. I'm interested about what happened there. There's on the restart.
Gonna move for 3rd here.
Ooh, that's
way below. And Nico does get a.
I didn't see that from Nico. I saw it from Robloxian earlier. Robloxian swerving on the back straightaway. He does get P3. Nicky has gotten past Beast, but he's still way back there. A mistake from Oscar in turn 3 is going to open the door for Heg, who gets that dirty air. He's up into the wall. Heg loses that momentum. That's going to allow the rest of the field to catch up, as it looks like Toxic trying to set up Nico here. 2 green cars fighting, but Nico stays in the draft. He's able to pull back ahead and stay clear. And Oscar struggling in turn 1.
Ford has a mistake.
Yeah. And Nico comes up with slide job.
Oh, Toxic's got a huge run. Here comes F1 Racing as well.
And Nicky gets 2 of them. He's about to go for a 3rd. That's a late move into 3. Up the inside, he gets it done. They're side by side behind.
Oh, but the switchback from Toxic. Cut goes through.
Oh, and Nicky's out of the race. Can Cut save it? What a save from Cut, but then he gets slammed into.
Wow.
Only his front wing damage. He will keep going. I think Nicky is out of the race after hitting the wall in the exit to turn 4.
From what I saw, wasn't it Nicky that caught the right rear of Toxic in the exit of 4? And Cut's gonna get a respawn, but yeah, Nicky's out of it.
And Nicky is out. I was watching there. Nicky, I didn't see any contact with other drivers, but I saw Nicky just getting high, That right rear just caught the safer barrier on the exit 4. And after catching that safer barrier, there wasn't any kind of pops in the wall or anything. That was just him hitting the safer barrier, and it spun his car around, and he got damage from it. There's a little bit of contact there with Cut after it, but Cut saved it. Then he got run into the back of by Fard, which ruined his front wing, but luckily no damage. He's able to continue. So we will go green this time. Oscar still leads. The top 3 had pulled away from that massive pack, but now we are all packed up again as green flag flies.
Oh, we got some stoppage going back.
Looks like Toxic had a terrible start right there. Robloxian with a good start. So did Ryder, who boxes in Beast. Robloxian's going to have the slipstream on this front straightaway. Oscar trying to share the slipstream to keep those cars behind side by side. But Heg backs out. Very smart driving there by Heg. They're going to get single filed and be able to focus on catching the cars ahead. Nico follows super close right here. He runs in the back of Heg. Nico just ran into the back of Heg. That gives Fard a huge bit of momentum, almost in the grass. Down on the inside. Nico gets a second warning for contact. As Fard is able to take away P3. Has his sights set on the top 2. It's still Oscar out front. Good momentum there for Fard off the corner. He gets a little bit of a gap to Nico. As the rest of the pack snakes down the front straightaway, the top 2 have pulled away pretty comfortably. He finally completed a couple laps.
Fard is wide.
Yeah, big mistake there from Fard.
Nico trying to set up a late apex here.
It was a good exit there for Fard.
Just curious how strong that slipstream is. Let's see here. I mean, going into 3, it didn't seem like it was all that strong.
Oh, there's a car spinning behind. That is Cut. Looks like Cut. Again, it's front wing damage. Caution is out for the debris on the track. And Cut will be able to respawn.
It feels like the runs are really going to come out of these slight mistakes, especially onto the long straights, because the slipstream, it doesn't seem to be too powerful.
I think what it is that when you're like second or third in line is extremely powerful, but if you're fourth or you're fifth, you're just in the train. You know, you're kind of both accelerating at about the same spot. Or fourth and fifth are flying compared to first. But relative to each other, they're both going about the same space.
It'll be really interesting to see if someone can hold it around the outside. I feel like if you're in front, defending the inside is the obvious choice. You don't want to get run wide. Someone trying on the outside has to hold the guy on the inside extremely narrow, because once you're offline, it's almost guaranteed you're going into the wall. So the side-by-side action, it's almost guaranteed contact, but the outside pass, you got to hold them narrow to even try to pull it off successfully anyway.
We are green this time. Once again, pits have stayed closed. We've had a few cautions, so we're here on lap 12. Oscar still leads. Now it's for Bloxine in second, and Fard, who had that great restart, worked his way up to third. And then Cut, who just had his last warning for the cause of an incident. Long wait here on the green flag from race control as green flag flies. And it is a decent start for Oscar, but also a good start for the rest of the pack. Ryder a little bit behind, but everyone is very close right here. Nico with a run. Look at the inside of Fard. He's got just his front wing there. He's gonna stuff it into turn 1. Little bit of contact.
Nico's already got a couple warnings about the contact, so I mean this is tough on him.
2 contact warnings. Fard pushed a little wide. Ryder with a good run off of turn number 2. He's trying to take away third spot, but he's out of that draft train. And look at the effects. Nico on the outside. Oh, he's got to back out late. Ryder perseveres and holds the inside and gets through. Ooh, Ryder just tapped the wall there. I don't think it really cost him too much speed, though.
Nico may have a run here. It's kind of stalled out.
Top two. It looks like
Ford had a way better line.
Looks like being behind two
Oh.
cars is much more of a struggle.
Oh, we got a
Ryder
wreck.
tapped the wall, and he's out of
And
the race.
he's out.
Caution is out. Ryder is out of the race. And we are yellow here at the Speedway once again.
Well, I mean, you may get the race ending quick just because there won't be anyone left.
Pits have now been opened for the first time today on lap 14 out of 100. And top four all stay out. Toxic is in, Cut is in, Heg stays out, and Beast is in. So 3 cars come into the pits. And they're going to top up on fuel. Looks like the pit road exit battle will go the way of Toxic, so it'll be Toxic, Cut, Beast. And then we should be green this time. Down to 8 cars left in this field. We've had 2 cars crash out of the race. Still Oscar, who's had a pretty dominant performance, but he hasn't had to do a ton. It looks like if you're behind 2 cars, the dirty air is very difficult to maneuver around. We had 3 cars break away earlier, but ever since then it's just been 2 cars, and the rest of the pack have been scrambling with each other. As green flag flies, once again, Oscar gets away well. Robloxian does not get away well. Nico pulls to the outside. He's got momentum as well. Nico trying to take away that P2 spot. He will clear Robloxian for P2. Behind Toxic to the outside of Fard. They're going to be side by side into turn 1. What's going to happen there? Toxic tries to back out. Fard narrow on the entry, but he will survive. As Nico, with a great restart there, is able to take away P2 from Robloxian, who's wide in turn 2. Hits the wall that costs him momentum. Still Oscar out front. All the cars snaking here on the back straightaway, but they stay single file. On the front stretch, you can see a bit of a run there for Nico. Oscar completely misses the corner. He must have lagged or something. He's way off pace and offline. Robloxian goes to the inside. He's going to take away second from Oscar. Nico is now in first. Oscar coming back with momentum. Look at the inside of Robloxian. Is there space there? Looks like both the cars are at max speed.
He's
Oscar
moved back
backs
out.
out. That's a smart move.
Oh, he's in the wall
Now
again.
He's been used to being in the clean air, and now he's not in it. Is Toxic trying to go to the outside of Fard there? They're both going to lose some pace.
Wow.
Get out of the wall. Clean driving from those two.
They're going to be under threat from Cut here in just a second.
4 cars very close right here. Toxic trying to hold it on the outside. He's got to lift big time. Fard takes away that spot. as it is Nico and Robloxian pulling away. Oscar in the wall again, drops to 185. Fard is going to blow by. Oscar's going to lose so many spots here.
It's kind of fallen apart for Oscar here the past couple laps.
He's just so used to the clean air. He's been in it all race, and now he's back here in the pack and is struggling. As the top two have pulled away because of this, Nico leads from Robloxian. See if this pack can work together to regain their ground. They've lost. I think they just need to give each other a little bit more space. They're so close to each other. Toxic gets a warning for track extensions. I imagine that's the grass. Robloxian enters right on the back of Nico. He's wide. He hits the wall. He's going to lose momentum. Oscar right on the back of Fard. He's in the grass and he spun himself out. And that's a tire down. Oscar's out.
And just like that, in 3 laps, it's completely over for Oscar. He fell into the pack. He got into traffic. And then I guess got a little bit desperate. Tried to send it down the inside.
He's also talking in the chat about a little bit of lag there, which makes sense why he lost the lead. He went super deep in the corner. It didn't look like someone knew what they were doing.
Slowly starting to run out of cars.
And that will take us down to 7.
Right now it's a game of survival. I mean, even if you're in the back, if you're not doing something crazy, you get a shot. I think if you're in front and you just don't make a mistake, it's going to be difficult to get past you. I mean, just looking at the kinds of runs that they're getting, even if it's against a car who doesn't really have much of a slipstream in front of them. Or maybe that's not true. I guess it depends on how far back it really goes. But it seemed like once you looked at 3rd and 4th kind of fighting with each other pretty good ways off of Robloxian and Nico, that the slipstream effect for 4th looking at 3rd didn't seem all that great.
You get pits open called here after a boarded green flag restart there. It looks like the leader is coming in, so it's third of Fard. Egg and Beast both in the pits. Robloxian will inherit the lead. The leader comes into the pits. Wonder what the strategy call is here, with coming at 80 to go right here. 80 laps to go in this race. we get the call as green this time for these drivers. Bloxian leads. He gets away fairly well. Fard with a better start than Nico. Oh, Nico leaves him in the space there through the wall, through 4, just barely. Toxic pretty close to the back of Robloxian, but he lost some momentum off the corner. The exit a little bit too narrow, even though they're not speed. Fard with momentum. Cut with momentum. Where can all these cars go? They need more space than they're giving themselves. Cut is super wide. He has to lift a ton, loses a ton of spots. Defends the inside from Heg.
He's going to be wide again. But he does manage to keep the speed up. Bloxian doing a lot of snaking.
Oh, is this a chance for Toxic? No, he has to stay behind. Top 3 super close right here.
Oh, Toxic's in the wall.
Toxic in the wall. Fard took that corner well. Evades Toxic in the wall, who's going to lose multiple spots here.
Oh, Heg with a big run here. And he actually lifts there and just stays behind Toxic.
Cut entering pretty narrow. He's going to come up the track. I saw that coming. Entering that, I know they're side by side, but entering that narrow just makes it so difficult. And look how much time they lost. They are so far behind the third place car of Nico after just that one little incident where they didn't get it sorted out early enough in the corner. Oh, everyone's in the wall. Top 2 both in the wall. Nico with a huge head of steam. Oh, Nico's gone straight on. And now Fard hits the wall. Robloxian's pulling away. What just happened?
I feel like if you just don't make a mistake, you might win the race.
We're hearing word from some of the spectators on the infield that there might be some rain. Nico hits the wall. Allow Cut to look up to the outside. Oh, he switches back to the inside. That's a late move from Cut. He backs out of it. We've seen it before. These guys need to work together to catch back up. They've already lost so much time as Nico smacks the wall. That's frustrating, though. You back out. You want to work with the guy in front of you, and then he smacks the wall right in front of you.
Right. And can anyone put a clean lap together?
We've lost another driver. Beast has disconnected. Nico hits the grass and smacks the wall, and now Cut is going to be looking to pass him. The side-to-side contact, though, ruined him. Cut
maybe Cut can... Maybe he can show some pace and catch up the top 2 now that he's passed Nico. I mean, what a mess. What an absolute mess some of the driving has been.
Toxic makes his way past Heg for 5th. He's going to try to work his way back up towards that battle for 3rd we've been keeping an eye on. As so far that looks much cleaner from 3rd and 4th. Let's keep an eye on the gaps. Last time it was 2.8 seconds back, and now it's 3.5. They're gonna need to really regroup here.
If you're Cut, this is where you put in your quali laps. I mean, I wouldn't even look behind you.
Because these cars top out so fast. It looks like the cars do top out at 2:14. I think that's why we're seeing the draft not be as effective, because the draft is pretty big, but they just immediately reach the end of their gearing.
Yep.
So watching the speed on Cut here. He's at 2:08. It's going really slow this time. Now he's at the 2:14 already.
And that's why you'll see the runs stall out once you get down to the end of the straight. Because you'll see them start to pull up some, and then you get past the finish line going into turn 1, and then they're not gaining any more ground. So I think it's exactly as you said. Once you hit the top of the limiter on these cars, it's at the end of the straight, and the draft isn't doing anything.
They're hitting the limiter before, like halfway on the straightaway. It's really tough to keep momentum on someone in front of you.
Yep.
Cut. Lost a ton of time. He had to lift a ton. Here comes Nico catching back up.
And he's putting right in the hands of Nico again.
Oh, now he's in the grass. That's another big mistake. He drops to 190. These guys need to find some consistency if they want to catch up. They've lost so much time to the top 2. letting Nico by. I mean, one of them's got to find consistency.
So can Nico put some laps together? Now he's got some space.
Oh, that was clean.
And I'm just going to make a prediction that within the next half a lap, he's going to hit the wall. So well, maybe he'll prove me wrong and we'll have some kind of battle. But I don't think it's likely based on the standards so far.
See, 4.2, Nico was 4.5 last time, but I mean, he's doing 190 in the corners. He's not catching that. There's just no way.
Even Fard has had a couple of mistakes, and now he's backed off some.
Boxing up there in the clean air can just hold it flat all the way around. As long as he hits that turn-in point, he'd probably even take a safety lift. Just, be super safe here. Nico, pretty good turn 3 there. Dude, that's the kind of corner Nico wants. Just barely feather it. Hold 207 the whole corner and then use the draft. Expect to see the gap come down this time. 4.5.
He's just wide.
Yeah. 4.5 seconds. I want to say it's 6 seconds. You kind of start to be in danger of losing the draft here.
Ford is in the wall again. I don't think it scrubbed all that much speed off, but I mean, even if it doesn't, the line's not there. And it's just basically stayed within that same, 8 tenths. Nico's still about 4.5 seconds back.
Nico is finding some consistency, though. It's been quite a few laps since he's last hit the wall. He's playing a little bit safer, but I think that's what you got to do. If you can catch a 10th here or a 10th there, you'll take that and not hit the wall, work your way back up there.
I think Ford is trying to get more late apexes here. I'm not sure that that's the name of the game, to get caught up. I think maybe you still try to take the line, and you take the drop in speed because of the dirty air, but I'm not sure the late apexes are actually helpful trying to run behind someone, except that it makes it easier to get out of the corner as far as your handling. But as far as actually catching up, getting the pace itself, aren't you better off trying to take the same line despite the dirty air? What do you think?
I think so, especially behind one car. I think behind one car it's pretty manageable. I would be kind of close to that same line there. As Fard, yeah, that looks pretty controlled there from Fard. I think that was a solid lap.
It was, and I think it's going to be around 6 tenths, maybe just under. Oh, it's actually coming down.
Caution is out on the track. What has happened? It looks like Toxic. Toxic has multiple tires down. What has happened? We're hearing he spun off of turn number 4 and hit the pit wall, and it sounds like he will be out of the race. So we will be down to 5 drivers left in this race, and we've just gotten a third of the way through.
Yeah, so as was said earlier, it's a survival game really at this point, and then if you are surviving, it's can you drive the track? And you might win the race if you can do those two things.
Everyone's right here. We expect to see pits open this time. Yep, there we go. Green next time. Pit. Race control has just told everybody they have to pit. Well, we've got 5 drivers here left. I'm thinking I should hop in a car and give us some in-race commentary.
I think you should. Yeah, I think the two commentators in the booth should just take their mics down into the cockpit. See what happens. Well, we might just 1-2 it.
I don't know if we know how to drive the track.
we already have word from race control about the circumstances that take place if everyone DNFs. I mean, that's the kind of faith we have in the drivers at the moment. But the rule is, it's whoever leads the most amount of laps if that were to take place. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we actually have green flag racing and a finisher.
It's crazy to think, but I think at this point that would still be Oscar, who is the third car to DNF.
That is pretty incredible.
So I think if everyone wrecked here, I think Oscar would be declared the winner.
All you need is one pile up. So Oscar, stay tuned.
And I'm joining the commentator booth. Yeah.
I'd like to welcome the Wonder Boy up into the
Welcome to
commentary
the
booth. He's going to be taking over our play-by-play while me and Lil Man get in our cars to get in this race.
This sucks.
I kind of want to do it. I mean, why not?
No,
Why not throw us in there?
you're bad.
Just keep
there we go.
him pacing.
We've been banned here, but we're still commentating.
It's okay, you get to do IndyCar qualifying sim after this.
All right, we got green.
Green
And
flag,
look at
and
Florida
everyone's
going.
crazy. It's 4 wide into turn number 4. They're all hitting each
pile up.
other.
Pile up.
Oscar is
Looking
loving
for
this from the grandstands. He's in his hauler in the infield,
we go.
loving to see cars 4 wide on the restart. Nico steals the lead.
I have faith in Ford. I think he's got his head on straight now. After not going when the flag went green. So maybe that'll be the last mistake from him. He's got a good run here. Nico's having to break the slipstream.
They're both just about topping out here now. I like Fard's move here. It's pretty smart. He's realized that he can get just a little bit of draft, and then go ahead and get to the limiter of this car, and then he doesn't have to swerve.
Great
around
line.
and follow Nico.
Nico might have a problem on his hands in just a second because he's wide again.
It's like goes far. Where can Cut go? Cut's gonna have a run here. I think he's gonna have to stay behind. Looks like Nico just got an invisible speed boost. He's got that hybrid deployed.
Oh,
he's gonna
wow.
leaped around the outside. Hard had to
What a
lift
defense.
to go up the inside. This is some great battling here.
What a defense. I mean, we had to wait 38 laps to get most of the field knocked out, but now we have some actual racing.
Oh, Nico's wide now. Cut setting it up. So is Fard right on the back of him. With a mistake from Nico. Fard. Oh,
And he's wide as well,
running him.
but they're all
Everybody's
kind of
gonna hit the
Far
wall.
just bumped up everybody.
Fard gets a warning for avoidable contact after looking like it's a night race at Bristol presented by Bass Pro Shops.
So Ford
Is his last warning.
can win the race. He got through his warnings. Now he can go win because no one's going to catch him.
Right.
And unless he hit the wall.
Unless one of these other drivers can figure out how to drive the track in the next 60 laps.
That's a long time.
Oh, Cuts
Here's
cooked here.
the problem I
Into
see.
the wall
Here's the
big
problem I
time.
see is they, for some reason, turn into
I
the
go to the
corner
inside. He's
and
gonna
they
go
think
there.
the grass tastes
And he
good,
hits the wall.
and they taste the grass and they love it, and they do it
And
in the
it-
corner.
And then they go for seconds at the wall on the other side of the track.
Exactly.
Getting somewhere. Looks like Cut is typing in the middle of turn 3. You hear him on the radio saying gas is good.
Yes, is good.
And now he's questioning race control from the cockpit. This is starting to feel like a real race now.
Ford's losing time, and I just can't believe You're gonna let Nico come back.
Yeah, I mean, you ran him up into the wall. What's Nico gonna do back to him? You know?
He's gonna put him in the grandstands.
Sounds like Race Control is telling Nico to put Fard in the grandstands.
And Fard's in the wall because, obviously there's dirty air from last place.
He goes wide again. He's going 20 miles an hour slower, bro. Here comes Nico flying down the front straightaway with
And he's wide.
This is the corner again. Out through 2. Nico actually setting up the entry.
Nico's
qualifying line.
Yep.
Nico is the fastest driver I've ever seen. Catching up to Fard, who is accelerating extremely slowly. Can Nico find a place to go here into turn number 3? No, he stays behind.
Or just lift, man. Just lift and let him go by.
No, don't do that.
Nico setting him up here. Fard's a little bit wider. Nico with the dirty air, though. He washes up. This is as close as he's
Good
been.
line.
Here's the momentum. Go to the inside. Fard with a late little move there, but Nico has got that run on the inside. He's going to pull fully alongside and ahead.
Oh, the low is wide.
They both lift to about 195, but Nico gets the spot. It's going to help Egg and Cut catch up, although Cut just smacked the wall for turn number 1. Now Fard is close, though. Fard, because they were close, Fard got close.
And Fard has become an expert now that he's in dirty air.
He's a racing line merchant now, right on the back of Nico to the outside. That is unbelievable racecraft from Fard as soon as he was in second spot. Can he sweep around the outside of turn 1? No, he's going to have to back way out of it. Nico keeps the lead.
Yep.
If they keep battling and Heg drives the track, maybe he can have an opportunity.
See here, if Heg can make a left turn here in a couple thousand feet, he will catch up.
Ford. Oh man.
Wide there, it's doing okay though. It's doing okay. He's got an earlier apex than Nico. That's good when you're behind. He can get down earlier, but he doesn't really follow the draft right away. You have to get the draft right away because later on in the straightaway, the draft is so much less effective.
It's about a few seconds really when you get out of the exit. Not a few seconds gain. A few seconds that is even active. But Nico had a good line there. Ford was a little wide, so he's not going to have much here. He's catching, though. He's catching.
We'll keep an eye on that gap behind, too. Heg is just a couple seconds behind. Cut 2.9. Robloxian 4.5.
And you know what's interesting about 3 is because you can actually exit pretty narrow and clean air. Whenever you're in the dirty air, you just take most of the track. And so it's not much of a difference.
Egg lost a little bit of time there. Cut maintained. Robloxian lost about 0.4 of a second.
Oh, somebody just...
And the top 2 are still right here. And Nico going down early. Fard's not following him. And that's good. It's good for Nico. Fard's just not even worried about it right now. We're not even halfway through the race, though. So, honestly, I don't hate Fard for just kind of chilling.
The commentator does not hate Fard right now. That's great.
It gives about 20 left.
Man, I love mosquito racing.
It's not easy, bro.
Officials are requiring
verbal warning Fard for not getting the draft, as he now is getting dirty air. Oh, the earlier turn in. That's great for Fard, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this a 100% rule in... No, it doesn't matter. Alright, guys, let me talk back to race control real quick. Race control, it doesn't matter because he's already at the freaking limiter because these cars suck. Alright,
Yes.
back here to the commentary booth with Little Man in a Hurry. I'd like to welcome you back to Speedway, Indiana.
Yes,
And
yeah.
Bubble Wonderboy.
One of the experts are. guys who could win the race are in the booth. Unfortunately, you don't get to see us drive.
Yep. I was supposed to race in this. I'd be up there.
Yep, lifting.
Ooh,
Save it there.
Pretty saucy up there. It's like Heg is catching up a little bit. Caught up a 10th that time. It's dropped below 2 seconds. I'd like to see that third place car catch up.
Pretty
That
Fortnite.
could bring for some interesting racing if third place could get involved. As Cut, I think he smacked the ball in turn 1, but it's kind of tough to see that far back.
Nico was slightly in the grass, and he's kind of letting Ford have a sniff. There goes Agent's Mike. A very powerful nose. We just got some information, but we're not going to tell you.
I did not
We just
hear it.
got
I did not.
information. What information would that be?
Oh, this just slowed down.
What information would that be?
We need race control to repeat because we're having a sniff. Yeah, but someone said gas is good.
Well, if I had to make just a blind guess, I think we'd have to see them make it to about lap 60 to 65 to make it to the end.
I would love to see Cut get to lap 99 and say gas is bad.
Nico is driving the track.
Yes!
Oh man. Let's take a look here.
I agree. Well, we've got contact here with Iwick, who's in the infield. Already been commenting a little bit on the booth. Unfortunately, he is mute, so I will have to speak for him. Iwick says hi. Iwick, what do you think of this race so far here today?
It's amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to hear from Iwick there.
Please use a different voice. Just say the fans in the cave.
Oh, we've got another fan in the cave here.
Nico's in the wall.
That was amazing. Do it again.
I think Nico just hit the wall. Hey, here comes Ford. Oh, he's actually gonna make a move. Is he? He's gonna run him left, maybe.
Move here. Oh, he's got a lift. He's gonna put him in the
There's
wall.
space. There's space though. There's space though. Nico had space. This is good. He's still in space.
Nico's gonna have momentum down the whole straightaway. Oh, it's tiny.
Side draft.
Oh, and Ford backs out of it.
Dude, you're a
Doing
bad
again.
driver.
I don't want to see anyone back out of anything at this point.
Yes,
I only
guys, full
passed
throttle
halfway of the
into here
race.
and wreck.
Race
Heg
control is
still
stupid.
exactly 2 seconds behind. And a little bit that lap.
Nice line.
Oh,
He's
Ford.
he's pushing him.
Oh, he
to
is
the corner.
all over that
Bump
attenuator,
draft.
johnning it through turn number 2. Lift it. Oh, as Nico smacks the wall.
Hey, Heg is
Ford,
gonna
Yeah.
win the
genius
race.
lifted
Heg
right
wins
there.
the race.
I mean, I think Ford has just pushed him through the corner.
Oh, we hear from
I'm-
race
I'm-
control. It is legal to push on lap 52, and therefore
What?
Nico misses the corner.
Wasn't Ford on his last warning? All of a sudden, Nico is lost. So Ford will.
Heg is caught up six tenths of a second that lap, so we've actually got a few more cars here.
That's really awesome.
Heg's really started to lock in, uses that curve there. He's still a car
Chili's.
unsettled there a little bit through turn 2, but that's kind of the ideal line.
Chili's. 'Cause- 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 'c
Look at the speed trace from Haig. Nico smashed
Nico's in the wall.
the wall.
And we're getting
There's no
word
light
from
here.
race control that Chili's.
We're hearing from other race control, a triple dipper hates to see me coming. As Nico right on the wall in the entry there. They both hit the curb, but Haig using more. Haig has more dirty air, but he's using more of the exit and therefore carrying more speed. That's a lot. That's a lot of grass there from Haig, but he keeps his speed and he's gonna keep the momentum.
Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
The real question for race control, other race control, I mean, is who's got the meats? They keep saying who's got the sauce. But yeah, correct. It is Arby's.
Sounds like Arby's does in fact have the meats for that half-pound beef and cheddar. Red flag has been
Dude,
called
how
here
did
at the track.
Cut wreck himself?
Why did I do red
Has
flag?
wrecked-
I did not mean to do red flag.
He had
Gosh.
to sacrifice himself. It was so boring.
Had to
Bro.
Okay, that should be a license removal if I've ever seen it.
It sounds like Mother Race Control has decided to do his job and is going to remove Cut's license after he
That's immediate.
himself on purpose because it was so boring.
Worst driver I've ever seen in my entire life.
On the 4 cars, it looks like they're calling green this time. No pits open after
Yes,
the longest
I
green
agree
flag
with
run we've
that.
had all day.
Gas is good.
Unfortunately, Gas is out of the race.
What? What the John? He said,
We've got another driver though, Fard in the lead, now saying Gas is good. So Gas is good lives on in the Formula number 12 car.
Oh, there we go. Formula, what? What are we formulating?
No one can hear English.
There we go, getting ready to see the green flag. They are Jones shaking the cars through turn number 4 under pacing.
he's jiggling it.
As the fan in the cave, let's see if we can hear back from him. Mosquito race. I'm still laughing at that. Green flag has been called here from the speedway.
Nico's
As
got a
far as
run.
much the way well. Nico with a good run.
Foxy wins the race.
Foxy with a good
Dude,
run too. He's on the outside edge.
Nico, hold it around the outside, please. Hold this man narrow.
What is that?
Oh, and they're not the speed yet. He loses speed. Here comes Hegel blocks. Foxy go to the outside. Too late. Too late. That's too late. He uses
That's
the
too late.
flag.
But Hank's got a huge run though, and he has to back out.
Yes, no.
He swept around the outside though. It was beautiful.
No, it wasn't. Because it isn't you.
Come on, Hank.
Heg lifting her
What
up,
is he-
trying to stand
what
up.
has he
Nico with a
done?
good run.
Commentator favorites.
Oh, Heg is cooked. Heg is cooked. Nico's going to go through.
Into the
As
wall.
Nico hits the wall pretty nicely right there.
Yummy.
Feels pretty good on the right side of the car.
Hank, give the win to Ford. We should be out for penalty, but whatever.
Well, Ford said gas is good, therefore gas.
Throttle sticking.
Now, Robloxian lost multiple seconds over the course of the last run. I wonder if he can find some more pace here now that he's with other cars in front of him
What's a
as a
car?
reference point. Ooh, and Robloxian up into the wall. Take a little wide, but good late apex. He's going to keep speed. Nico with a very good 3 and 4. He gained a lot right there. The gap has gone from 5 tenths to 3 tenths.
He's also getting down the back straight away. Oh, the sauce pouring out the car. Red flag, red flag.
And according to one of our fans, I think they actually put all-in-all fuel in Nico's car.
Guys, get the cameras ready.
Robloxian hits the wall by himself back there. Still Nico and Heg.
Oh, I think
2 and P3 as Heg hits the
I
wall.
think Heg
No,
hit
it's
in
really
the
just
wall.
Nico. Nico with a good run
He's
here.
really
Off the turn.
Heggy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm literally Nicoing it.
He uses a little grass there. He's trying to lift early, set up the run. He's lower that time.
Oh, he's
Again,
wide, he's in the
grass
wall.
is In the wall. He's gonna lose momentum. Heg should get that spot. He's got
Come
the
on,
ball.
Heg. Let's see what you got, man.
What a move!
He's gonna clear. Oh, and I think Nico's letting him by there. Smart move. Heg moved up into P2. He's got an opportunity here.
Dude, Fard's wide.
Oh, pink in the
I
wall.
gotta say, man, Fard has a skill issue when he's out in front. So Heg has a good chance here.
But can he sauce it like Zaxby's?
He starts feeling the pressure as soon as he gets clean air. Fard does.
Like, can he land at his fitness?
Fard moving around on the entry there, giving Heg a little
Beautiful
clean
line.
air. That was gorgeous. Oh, Heg is locked in. Look at the speed off the corner. Hitting the draft early. Following closely.
Yeah, he's in it.
That gap. Oh, it's come down a couple of tenths that lap.
Fard's wide again. Better line from Heg.
I'm talking about wide, man.
He's within a few tenths.
Fard was lifting right there. He exited so low.
Oh, sauce. Oh, I just heard somebody
Fard, aggressive,
really low.
aggressive
entry.
weaving here, but Heg's already on the limiter, so it's just costing Fard time.
Yeah, you might as well
Making
not
that
even.
extra
You might as well not
extremely
leave.
long.
I think Pink just slammed
Oh,
the
Heg,
grass,
Heg,
and
Heg.
he got
Oh,
the
and he
my
hits the
gosh,
wall, and he's
he's
out of the
out.
race.
And Heg wins the race.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You're down
And
to
Little
the
Man
podium
is actually,
finishers.
Little Man is actually.
Ladies and
they-
gentlemen, your podium.
they
Dude.
have a backup car, so Little Man's actually gonna hop in the car real quick.
Can I actually?
No, bro.
Please, let me.
Bro, please, bro, it'd be so fun.
Please let me get in the car.
No, bro, imagine
bro, race.
if Will Buxton did that. It doesn't even race.
That'd be amazing.
James, bro, Little Man respawns a vehicle.
Dude, what the heck is that? What the general, bro?
And this is getting right about the time we think drivers could make it to the end on fuel, so it'd be really interesting if
This
race
is-
control open pit lane.
This is the greatest race ever. Whenever we start jiggling it again. Yes, Pink. Yes. Yes. Whoa, that was crazy.
Got one flip card. We're waiting to hear yeses from Roblox and Nico if they're gonna open up the pit lane. There's
No,
a driver
Pit's
vote.
closed. Pit's
Driver vote.
closed.
Nico votes no. Pit closed green this
Man.
time.
I want to get in the car.
Ever Owens banged.
Oh, what the sauce, dude.
Oh,
Green
Green flies here in
Robloxian
turn number
wins.
4 as Robloxian is a phenomenal start going to the outside of Nico. Robloxian has the
Don't hit the wall. Don't hit the wall.
time
Be
of
slow
a
down.
race car
Don't
driver.
hit the wall.
Unfortunately, he knows how to drive the track like a dog.
Bro,
that was the greatest gift I've ever seen. It's just rub against the wall and let Nico back through.
Oh, and Fard hooks in the
Alright,
clean
what are
air.
we doing,
Nico's got to
bro?
pass him for the lead.
and
Oh, but
just
Nico
parks
is
it
on the grass. He has to lift. Fard has to lift. Where's Robloxian go with all that momentum?
Nowhere.
Here we go. There's 2 cars in front of him. All that dirty air going by 2 cars.
Oh,
And
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nico cover him off. He can. Fard goes wide. Robloxian sliding up, but Fard keeps the spot. Nico leads.
Robloxian really respectful there.
General Sal's chicken in the lead.
Tell you what, Robloxian has not been very respectful to that outside wall. Been all over it.
General Sal's chicken. I don't know why that's so funny.
Robloxian again, all touching all over the wall.
Touch that wall, man.
It's not
No,
very respectful.
dude, it has boundaries.
How does the wall's father feel about this?
Oh man.
And Fearless is actually teleporting to the booth.
I'm gonna teleport into the cockpit.
Remove hit.
We have 36 laps remaining here. Fart is wide. Robloxian. Ooh, once again, nice.
How's that wall, man?
Oh, and this time it's Fart's turn and Robloxian's turn, but Robloxian touched a little bit less.
I'm gonna have to set
Wall's
grab
father
because
likes
we can't
Robloxian a
win.
little bit more. And Robloxian takes away Ethan.
What are we doing? Stop winning the race.
Bro, they're getting warnings of hitting walls now.
What?
Well, they've run out of drivers to watch, so now they can
Here we
track
go.
of every single thing that happens.
Here we go.
All right. Yes, here we go. We've
Okay,
come
I'm
into the
here.
first race. A
Wait,
three-ray battle for the Piston Cup.
Guys. Fearless, come up here yourself. There you go.
All right.
All right, and we now have more commentators than drivers on the track.
Yes.
Welcome to the
That's
Brute
it.
Fearless.
We can fix that.
No, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying
We
to
can fix that.
I was trying to orange chicken it, and it became General Tso's, okay?
Fard, who once said gas is good, is now gassing it all the way back a second behind the leader.
And he's cookie doing
Robloxian might have a shot here. That's a good line.
That's a good
Say
line.
that to
Fard had the
everybody.
lift there. I mean, Fard's not doing terrible. We've started third place cars do worse. Looks like he's
Oh, and Fard is
avoiding the draft to make sure he
avoiding the
loses
dirt.
as much time as possible.
Can stream
He's
here
on the
bubble
access
right now?
road. Why is he on the access road?
Oh,
What's happening?
Fard is DNFing
Comes to
himself.
almost a complete
What?
stop.
Did they actually?
What
Oh
is
my
he
god.
doing?
What is happening?
Fard is.
What is he
He's
doing?
pit-
Oh wait, is he pitting? You didn't have to take
That's-
the pit access
That's
road.
not the pit entry.
You could have taken it off of turn 4.
Oh my god, what a time loss.
Yeah, we established this right before the race. There was a mass call to all the drivers here.
What in the sauce?
Robloxian and Nico will continue. It's a huge time loss for Ford.
Oh, he's got to run. He peaks for some reason, even though a move is impossible from there.
Oh yeah.
Gonna keep an eye on Ford, who's
All right, time
he was
to
in
watch.
the pits and then he kept going and then now he's in the pits again.
Time to
I'm
watch.
not sure what's happening with Ford here.
Time to watch.
Oh.
Guys,
He's gonna go a lap down here. There
Oh,
goes
why
Nico
did
and
he do that?
Robloxian.
Oh, why did he do that?
Yeah, why did he do that?
Fard is literally Ferrari.
I mean, honestly, he could have pit and stayed on the lead lap had he not taken the access road. But now you have to deal with the early pit, loss of time with the access, and a lap down.
And he's so far back he won't even have the draft to help him.
Oh
Unless
my god.
Nico
Yeah,
keeps
he is
running
that
that
far back.
line.
Oh man, it's so yummy.
Robloxian with a small wiggle right there, looking like Kifton Simpson earlier today.
Okay, but what do we do for dinner?
Robloxian looking pretty competitive here.
Good line.
Oh man.
That's like the one thing you don't say because now that you said that he's gonna crash.
Here comes Robloxian, catching up.
Yep. Late.
Yeah.
Don't you guys agree?
Very nice.
Oh, breaking the draft.
Breaking the draft is literally slow.
All
Yeah,
right,
because
we
you're
now
just
have-
scrubbing.
Is that
30
actually
laps
what it is?
remaining.
Like you just lose
Yes,
speed?
yes, fear
Dang.
lose. Fear of losing.
Oh, he's
every race.
wide. Oh, but he's there.
Fear.
Oh, that's I
fear
think it was just
loss.
Nico kind of taking a very narrow line. Nico,
Do you fear
Robloxian.
loss?
Every
And-
bit of time gain that he's gotten, he loses in one corner.
Championship hangover.
Okay, bro.
Robloxian says pee. Is he peeing himself? What are we
I
doing?
think
Oh,
Robloxian
he goes
is
hit the wall and
pushing
then Robloxian also hits the wall.
Oh, but Nico sucks. Wait, where did they go
Are
in
they both
180?
pitting?
Oh, they're both
pitting.
pitting. They're both pitting this lap.
the
The pit
darn?
entry
Nico better
battle.
entry. Nico had a way better entry.
Why did Roblox start pacing like 20 light years before the freaking...
And Fard is going to win the race.
Fard gets his lap back?
Oh, he's got his lap back.
Oh yes.
We'll see what
Can
time loss there
Fard-
really is here.
Can Fard jiggle the side force?
Roxy is already going again. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure Fard double pitted. I'm
Oh,
like,
why
he
did
took
he do
access
that?
road and he double pitted.
Oh, it might be
No way.
not obtainable then.
Well, I
As
mean, we'll keep an eye, but
Nico-
Fard's, on the back straightaway, and Robloxian's
Roblox
coming down.
He's almost out.
already out. Oh, it looks like Fard's race is over.
Yeah.
huge
Alright,
time.
Fard,
loss
you
for
can
Fard.
go ahead and just.
Look at the time loss for Robloxian.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was really rough from him.
Oh, dirty air on the pit exit though. We'll see what happens here. It's very possible that Roblox.
Big lift from Robloxian, but he's fine.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
And I think he's gonna keep the draft. He's got a chance here.
As I'm
He's
actually
gonna have 29 laps to gather it back up.
As we're actually
Oh my
gonna get
gosh.
up here.
And yeah, Fard isn't even on the same straightaway.
Oh, Roblox can catch up.
A fun flag. Oh.
I think we need a couple of fun drivers.
Fun flag. Here
Give
we
me in
go.
there, coach.
Fun flag and put in a couple fun drivers. Come on.
Give me in there, coach. I can deal with them.
Dude, I can literally deal with.
Dude, put us in here.
No.
Put us in this. Put us in this.
No.
For the content, bro.
For the. What?
Robloxian's in the grass.
has a
Robloxian's in the
high
grass. Put it-
skill maneuver, bro. He
put
knows
me
how to drive
in
the
the
track.
car,
He's
bro.
getting it up.
Robloxian is championshiping it.
What an incredible maneuver by Robloxian, putting it in the grass
Better than
again.
Max Verstappen.
He's in the wall.
And he's gonna slam the
He's
wall.
all
Are you
by
serious?
himself.
This is
I
behind
think
one
we've got a
car
little bit more
here.
commentary here from the fan
One
in the
car.
cave.
Are
How
we
about they all go the opposite way at lap 80?
Yeah, let me not do that.
Wait, he said something else.
I mean, that is something else. Now, Robloxian, you wouldn't dare hit the grass again in turn 3 this time.
Dude, the lawnmower racing at this point.
Bloxian entered a little bit narrow there, but it's a pretty good corner.
Why
He's gonna
is
If
he
race,
doing that?
No, it's not. He hit the wall.
He's doing that.
the race control. If race control wants content, to put me in an Asian.
and AJF and Fearless all
Dude,
into
it's
the race.
okay.
You're
We're
gonna-
going to. You guys just need to join the MX5 series.
All right, looks like we've got another fan volunteering. Ford, accomplished IndyCar driver, would also like to be allowed to merge on the lead lap.
What the
I like that idea.
It's
It sounds
okay,
like we
we'll-
could have about 8 drivers here in this race,
Guys,
but
guys, it's okay. We'll get bored and then we'll do MX5 race 3 and 4 after this.
What do you mean MX5 race 3 and 4? What's that?
We have an MX5 league. Monster
That's
MX5
hilarious.
And they like.
I want to do real sim racing.
We want to do Automobilista too.
what are you doing?
Dave, do you have Automobilista?
Oh,
Automobile ballista? Ballistic?
And Robloxian, you
Automobile
lose
at
time
Call of
to the
Duty.
leader.
I'm autoing my ballistics. The second time.
Robloxian has decided to drive the track now, and he's
Wow, that's
1.1 seconds
exciting.
back.
Can we get a-
What happens
can
if
we
you automobile your Call of Duty?
Dude, when it Fortnite's and you have to Roblox it.
Oh, and he's in the grass again. He's
Ooh,
so
like
good.
he's
So
going to have
talented.
one of
Yeah,
those
there it is.
It's
Going
wall.
to Chili's.
I don't know if everyone can hear that, but when you're Fortniting and you get a Roblox it or something like that,
Yes,
that's ridiculous.
Bro, I've streamed.
Hey, shut up, bro. Hey, shut up.
What did I do?
I think to give a competitor to make it not unfair, Robloxian should catch up to Nico, or Nico
CTO
should let off.
negative 1 million.
Set little man in cockpit race.
Is this literally?
Yeah, that's
how
my
you-
vote. Nico should slow down by 10 mile an hour.
I think Nico
Hey.
should just.
Hey,
Space
Nico. Nico, if you. Oh, what in the world? He just slammed the wall, and now he's scrubbing speed
Did he?
intentionally. Nico is the champion of the series.
Oh, now Robloxian is suddenly closing into the leader. What is happening?
He's
I can't wait to look back at this race when we're deciding a championship here in September.
Look at those draft-breaking abilities, and Robloxian is slowing himself down trying to follow it, so it's actually not gaining.
Oh my gosh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And Nico is almost also getting to the wall.
Imagine seeing that car like 20 years away, and you're like, you gotta swerve, gotta follow.
I gotta get the draft. It tastes so good.
It's so good.
Second inning, 1.6 seconds back to Roblox, and he's trying to catch up to the leader here. Looks
How to get the draft? It tastes so good.
Unfortunately for Robloxian, he's not hitting the gym like a little man in a hurry.
Oh,
Yeah, put that picture back up. Put that picture back up.
Alright, guys, and lap 79 here.
Put that picture back up.
We're actually going
I
to
remember next lap they all have
Here
to
we
go the
go.
opposite way. Let's
Here we
see
go.
if anyone does it.
guns locked and loaded up on the screen here. That's
How do
our
I see
very-
this?
That's our very own little boy hurrying all over the track.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
So actually, we're looking at little boy hurrying.
Yeah, let's see when it comes up.
On the
Oh,
screen.
there it is.
So as the cars go by, you can see little man hurrying into the gym.
That-
I think
Yeah,
Robloxian's
we're gonna
legitimately
need a
catching up now.
competition caution.
Wait, I think
Oh,
Robloxian's
great.
legitimately catching up.
That
now.
is great.
Robloxian is legitimately catching up at this point. I didn't really see any more swerving from Nico. As I say that,
Robloxian's just gonna hit the
has
wall
a nice
again.
a nice little moment there with the outside wall. Well, it was 2 seconds. It was 1.4. Now it's 1.4.
That's one of the sounds I've heard today.
That was one of the sounds in history.
Dude, he's historically in it.
That was one of the frequencies that my ear picked up.
Me when it.
So we once
accidentally-
again had another member of the server ask in Racer Chat how many cars are left in the race,
Okay.
only to be shocked when they see that the response is 3.
Oh dear Lord, help me.
Oh, dear Lord, put me in a race car. Let me race around this track.
Nico appears to be losing time on the front straightaway here. I wonder if that's that engine. Yep, is 1 second
Oh,
from Nico
we
back to
almost hit some
Robloxian.
ass.
Robloxian with
That
a
was
perfect
great.
corner.
Dude,
Hard has
He's
caught up
gaining.
about a second here.
dude. So much drama on Instagram. I'm literally on Reels. Are we reeling it in the race car?
Three-quarters above.
Oh my goodness. That was great.
He's jiggling his voice.
That was one of the commentaries.
He's vocaling his chords.
He's he's
Oh,
he's
man.
voting his chords.
As we are we are on Instagram, I
Oh.
can see you on.
Robloxian hits the wall once again.
Who's on this
Robloxian
screen?
with the best corner I've ever seen in my life. He's catching up to Nico here.
Oh my goodness.
He wouldn't dare. You watch them
He's
both
vocaling
black
his
so far and ends up winning the
Oh,
race.
man, it's all over me. Oh dear Lord, help me, Jesus.
We might have a race.
We
Huh?
might just have a race.
What happened?
We might be in cars going around a
I thought I heard
track.
someone stopped.
We've got 16 laps to go.
Oh,
And the two mosquitoes are separated by just over half.
Caution's out.
Oh
Why is
yeah,
there
you're wrecked
caution?
by
Oh,
himself.
his card has crashed. His
Oh
car.
my gosh. Get us in the car.
There are 2 cars remaining in this race.
It is literally Chick X and the King before Lightning McQueen, bro.
Put us in the car.
This-
Light tap of the grass. Okay, buddy.
Dude, Nico and Roblox by being the last 2 cars.
Lightning
suck.
has- Alright.
Buttons stuck down.
Alright, guys, we're gonna give the cars 50 extra pounds of downforce. And
Yo, gang, put me in the car. Let's make this more interesting.
green this time, no matter what.
Did you actually give him more downforce?
No.
I was gonna say that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, let's get a double file.
Bro wants it hacking.
I
Accidentally.
don't think
Alright, I'm calling the green because NASCAR boy is the worst. Here we go, green
I bet you
flag.
it's
green flag flies here at Indianapolis. Robloxian gets away decently, but as does Nico. Robloxian will have to tuck in behind to get the draft here. And he get that launch off the 4.
Man, 16 laps, 15 here. Long time around this racetrack.
15 laps is, in fact, a long time here around this racetrack.
If they both DNF, then it would be whoever had the most laps led. Well, I can go calculate. Guys, 2 cars racing. This is literally the peakest ever. I am not
send it.
NASCAR.
Robloxian all over him.
You know what's funny? They actually will take
Now he's
each other
entering
out.
narrow.
They
He's
will
he's
take-
cooked on the exit. He entered so narrow.
They're
Oh, he's
gonna take
fine.
each other
He's
out.
exiting super close to Nico.
Yeah, that's the way.
Alright, here we go. And
Does he have
that
space on the inside? There's
is-
no way. He's got to
Switch.
get back to the racing line. That's pretty smooth there from Robloxian.
It is. He's in the void.
Let's
go to the
Side by side
inside.
for the lead.
He's yummying the car.
He's got the downforce now. Oh, he's got
Oh,
to put him on the
He's
wall.
gonna be in the grass. Save it.
Ooh, and that is going to be his final warning for using the grass, and he's banned.
Save it, driver. Get in
Bro
there.
really just put someone in the wall for the lead in a 2-car race.
No yellow here. Dig, dig, dig.
Road caution.
Pin that throttle down, boy.
Well, you know, Robloxian was so slow, so maybe Nico can catch him.
Yep, he's gonna hit the wall and flip over, and everyone's
I
gonna.
think we have some more words here from the fan in the cave.
Yep, here we go.
Grass warning.
Inspirational.
Man, Curry's so
Wait,
inspiring, bro.
It's not over.
Nico caught lifting and hitting the grass in turn 3.
All right, guys, let's start a podcast, and let's end it 13 laps. You guys ready?
Nico's catching up here.
Yeah.
Okay, but podcast.
And he's wide. Robloxian's wide.
Robloxian, ooh, he thought about another makeout session with the wall, but I don't think the wall's father would appreciate that.
What?
Mm. You gotta get the father's blessing to touch the wall. Dude, what is Nico doing?
Dude, he's
A little wide. He's
He's-
keeping the speed. He's still
literally-
pitching up.
He's literally becoming a free agent right now.
I think he's whoa. He caught up about 10th this lap.
Nico Masterclass run right here.
Come on, Nico. Just hit your marks, man.
Cave fan. Pretty good.
Nico, come on.
Oh my god!
Nico has hit the
Ooh,
wall behind
Nico did
one
not
car,
ask
dirty
the
air.
father's permission for that one.
And we're actually gonna have to ban him for that. That means Robloxian is gonna have to run 10 laps by himself.
Why is he wide
What
every
in
time?
the world? As Napper Boy napping his boy
Robloxian
in
lost
the
a little bit of
chat,
speed right there, though.
saying, "Go Nico poop."
10 laps to go. Let us merge.
I don't think Nico is pooping fast enough.
1 second left between those two. 10 laps to go. Can Nico drive the track? Yes, he can. Nico can drive the track. Here he comes.
Yeah. That's all I'd like to see.
You gotta just do that 5 more times so you catch up.
That
Come
was
on,
a good
don't be
corner
too
there.
wide.
That's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Come on, get down, Nico.
He's there. He's okay. It's okay. He'll be
Okay,
in the
but-
draft here on the straightaway. Look, Robloxian
Okay,
is
but
losing time.
He doesn't
all
have the
through here.
sauce. He doesn't have the sauce.
Let's check the gap. About a 10.
10, yep.
Except from Nico. Gonna need
Come
that.
on.
other lap.
Bro!
Oh, he's a little bit low there.
He's still there.
He's gonna-
Come on.
Did he keep him
Come
in
on.
there at
That
the same?
should be a
They are both using a lot of the track here. Looks like race control has fallen asleep at the wheel.
Get NASCAR point that. Come on.
It's about 8/10 at the moment.
And they both did it.
Come on, Nico. Don't go too wide.
It's a little wide, but he comes out of the wall.
This is good. Good
And
for.
what a great turn for Nico, keeping the speed. And he gain on
Don't
Robloxian.
follow.
Yeah, don't follow at this point. Let him swerve.
Robloxian losing a little bit of speed there. Another
Look at
couple of tenths
Robloxian.
falling off.
Robloxian's wide.
For Nico.
Oh, Robloxian is racing the line on the racetrack. Here we go.
Great line, Nico.
He's in the wall!
Oh, it's the wall. That's
No.
terrible.
Oh
Should've
my
been
gosh.
DNF. What
Is
in the
that it?
world?
Is that it?
Yeah,
No,
yeah. How is that
no,
not
no.
a DNF, bro?
He's still in it. Look at the speed. He's still there. He's still there.
He's something
Especially
incredible.
if it's
He's
corner
going to
like
need a mistake
that.
from
Dude, this is
Robloxian.
literally the sauce race.
He's gonna need a yeah.
He's going to need a mistake
This
or like
is-
2 tenths a lap, crazy pace or something.
This is the battle to Zaxby's. Who can win?
Ooh, can I get a 4-piece chicken finger plate with the extra chicken finger?
Six.
6-piece chicken finger plate, double fries,
Oh,
the coleslaw.
he's literally
I get some extra
racing the
spices and extra
cars.
sauce.
He's racing the cars here. Is he finally good?
See, the Robloxian used the grass there a little bit. That cost him momentum. Nico's catching back up here.
Okay.
Good job.
He's still got a shot. Nico still
Don't
has a
follow.
shot. here.
Wait, if he keeps swerving,
Robloxian
don't
losing a
swerve,
ton of
don't
speed.
swerve like crazy,
Robloxian's
don't swerve.
weaving back and forth. Here comes Nico.
That's good.
But I got
Eight
the
tenths.
heat hint. He's got a shot.
As long as he don't hit the ball or hit the grass, he'll be there. Yeah.
He's gonna be there. Come on. Don't make a stupid mistake, man. Run your clean laps, please.
Looking okay. He's looking okay.
He's got the drive.
7/10.
He's
George
good.
does not know about the slowdown.
He's good. Here we go.
Bad.
He- oh,
A lot of
Robloxian's-
grass big time. He lifted. He's
Keep
on
it
the
off the
wall.
wall. Keep it off the wall. Keep it off the wall, Travis.
Nico entering super close to the wall, all the way to the curb. Phenomenal turn for Nico.
Clear. Clear behind.
You know it's under 7/10 now. Come on.
Clear behind.
He's got a 6.
0.5
under
clear,
6 tenths of a
0.5
second.
clear. Work
Come
that
on.
third gear. Use your tools.
Come on.
Use your tools.
Good line, Nico. Come on.
0.5 back.
Guys, I think the other commentator here is clearly rooting for Robloxian.
0.5 back. He goes far. Watch the grass here.
Oh, a little bit of
Oh, he's
grass
in the
there
wall.
from Nico. That is
Air's still good.
rough, but not the end of the world.
Still
It's
here.
not the end of the world there for Nico.
He's in the wall again, though.
Robloxian
He's in the
trying
wall
to hold
again.
on.
Oh,
Oh, he had to lift so much to stay off.
Don't follow the swerve. Slow him down.
He had to lift so much.
Slow him down. Slow him down.
Go for the 26 machine of Robloxian. Exact same gap here. Just under 6 tenths of a
You got
second.
it. He's in
Robloxian's
there.
wide. Robloxian's in. Oh,
Don't hit the ball.
puts it out of the
Don't
wall.
hit the grass either.
Come on. Oh my goodness, he's there.
Don't follow the swerve. There you go. There you go.
Gonna come down to it.
Don't hit the grass here, driver.
More to go. This is
Clean.
essentially a qualifying
He's
lane now.
messing up,
Robloxian's
driver.
offline. He's in the
He's in the
wall.
wall.
Oh,
Oh, baby, come on. He's there.
Oh,
He's gonna go.
Outside.
I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe we had a race. Way to go.
Nico on the inside.
He's gonna lift out of it. He's got him.
He's got him. He's got him.
Roblox has still got him though. He's still got a little bit of space. He's gonna
Oh, he's gonna cross him
He's
over.
gonna
He's gonna cross him over.
He's not.
Oh, but he swerved off all of his momentum.
He's still there.
He's got something. He's got something.
Oh, that's
It was
Are you kidding me?
It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
What is
And
this
Nico
sauce?
wins the race.
How did that sauce get to Chili's?
Ordered the beef skillet queso on the side with the chips and salsa.
Oh my goodness! I told you it was gonna come down to who could survive, bro.
We are not going to Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
How about
22
that? That's the best
I
Hey
can't
guys, you wanna
believe
know
it,
what
dude.
race this reminds me of?
It's the best race I ever seen in my entire life.
It reminds me of the 22 cautions race.
Alright, let's pack it up and do it again next year. As Robloxian is trying to drive the vehicle, I don't think he's gonna get anywhere. This is absolute maximum entertainment, as Nico Poop has put GTT in the chat here. As we will actually, yeah, it should be GTT. It should be GTT here. We got one car on the track.
We are green this time, drivers.
Green this time. Now all Nico Poop has to do is not wreck. Because he's got to keep minimum speed, but he can't wreck. And Agent JF is getting in the car. That is not allowed. Can Nico poop his way to the finish? With 194628. One lap dash to decide the winner. Look at Nico Poop. He's got all those cars behind him, but I think he'll hold on to it. Agent, the cave fan is speaking to you. Do we have a relay on the words?
Don't take
One
me
lap
out, coach.
dash to decide the
He
winner.
crashes. That would be the funniest thing ever.
We're gonna have no cars
What
to
was that
finish
at
the
end,
race.
bro? What was that echo? It was like a...
Alright, green flag in the air. Coming to the white flag.
Here we go. Green flag. Man, look at that pack of 33 cars behind them.
All that dirty air.
All that dirty air, great about 34 cars. Here we go. Is Nico pooping it?
Oh, in the grass.
Wow, that's actually disqualified on the last lap there. Alright, here we go. That's his
Now
final
you gotta
warning.
do a drive-through
That's
penalty.
his final warning.
No, he's in the grass again.
All he's got to do is not wreck it. That was his actual, genuine final warning. So this is a legit drive-through. What in the world? Here we go. Okay.
Now who is that off in the distance?
Okay. What is happening, guys? Okay.
Nico wins the race.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, massive
Wait,
accident.
wait.
Flying outside of the track.
He
Red
never
flag is
completed
out.
the drive-through.
But he crossed the finish line and won the race.
That is correct. That is
Oh,
correct.
he never did the drive-through. We don't have a winner.
He did drive-through. He did drive-through.
I think that means whoever can get in the car fastest and complete a lap will win the race.
Agent is.
Give me owner. Give me owner. I need to do this. Whoa!
As now, size me 5 million. Here we go. As we have a sword battle on the racetrack. with HJF. Can he avoid the big man?
He did it.
All right, not for long. Here we go. HJF coming to his qualifying lap. He's missed qualifying earlier. He's getting up to speed here.
Does HJF know how to drive the track?
Here
If
we
he's
go.
not fast enough,
Here we go.
You see that guy back behind him is gonna catch up.
Just gets
Oh, he's on his way. Oh, you gotta be careful.
Hello, HJF.
You hit the wall, it's over.
I know how to drive the
Oh,
track.
what an overtake! Oh!
Bubble.
Watch this move. Watch this move. Around the outside.
Oh, he goes around the outside. What a move!
Oh, I wrecked it.
Oh, there it goes. And it's over.
All right, Nico Poop is your winner. Do we have anyone to you know,
I mean,
to
if I'll
interview?
be real, is there any reason? Because I mean,
All right, guys, no interviews. We'll be right back. Actually,
Never
no.
did it.
Stream ending, guys. What a race! That was my favorite race
excellent,
I've ever done.
excellent race, top tier.
That genuinely was my favorite race I've ever done. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Barber Motorsports Park. See y'all later.